the next thing we really want to talk about is this year, as you've often heard, we got started in January, and it's been an uphill struggle ever since. It was, let's get the volunteers going. Where are the volunteers? How do we organize them? Where are the coordinators? How do we get them running so they can get the volunteers running? And it was really hard. But we're really pleased now that we have enough volunteers to organize into a better structure, that it's going to be more of a decentralized structure. There won't be so much of a few people running around doing everything when people in different areas and neighborhoods can do that more effectively and work with people in their areas themselves. So there's going to be formation of segment teams and collaborators, so that people like Matthew and people that want to work on the technical aspects of the campaign, that'll be one segment. People that want to work in the petition control and tracking can work in all of that. And the people that want to work in marketing and branding, you know, all those different areas. It's not going to be asking one person, what do we do, what do we do? It's going to be a team of people saying, we really think this is what's best to do, and then being told to go for it. And stuff's going to happen, and things are going to change. Our website is going to be completely different, but we'll get into that in a bit. So as far as the coordination support, it's going to be much improved. Motivation, we've already have people like Chris Van Putten and others that did 1% of what we needed to get on the ballot by themselves as individuals. And they did it by holding up signs like this, 10 feet in the air at Folk Life. And just being there all the time and being there for the volunteers. And I know Chris worked so hard. He had about 120 volunteers that it didn't matter how many times he called them or emailed them.
190 by then.
190 by then. How many still were the regular corps that turned out? A dozen. Mm-hmm. So there you go. But I mean, and we've got a volunteer, you know, people that have signed up to be volunteers, about 16 or 1700 now. Gail, do you know what the exact number is? About 1700. So, all right, 170 people, 10% say, dedicated people like us. I mean, there's, did you get a count on people today? 35, you said? 50? All right, we got roughly 50 people here today, and this is taking time out of your lives after losing and not being defeated. And it's core groups like us that are going to get us absolutely on the ballot. I mean, we are going to hit the ground running in January. So there's the motivation of the super volunteers, like the 1%ers. We're going to have recognition for people that hit 1,000 signatures, 500 signatures, and we're going to be tracking who's turning in, not to ride herd on them, but to give them recognition and find out what they're doing right that we can duplicate with other people that need guidance or want guidance or aren't sure of what they're doing. So advanced volunteer training.
Get it in people's face.
It's finally going to happen.
Yay.
Can you offer prizes?
After
it's legalized?
I will roll as fast as I can.
We did have donors this year.
We're gonna have, okay, so the orientation and training and mentoring. You know, we're gonna, like I said, we're going to work closely with people that want to be worked with. The elections office, turning in those voter registrations, as you heard today, it really has made a difference. It's going to make a difference in this election and every election from now on out. And when we're at HempFest, we are going to be manning that voter registration booth. And into January and into July and into November, we are going to be signing up voters. The people, I mean, it was perfectly obvious. We didn't get in front of enough people.
That's it?
Yes.
They signed up, they registered on that day.
100?
100 new voters that day.
In one day, 100 voters registered.
In Tacoma.
500 people
Tacoma.
registered in this festival.
And Bonnie,
You wouldn't believe how many I registered at Folk Life.
what we registered at Folk Life. So, oh, I'm sorry. No, I had those 695 over 3 days.
That's ridiculous.
And that's in Seattle. So, and that's at a place where you'd think that people would already register to vote. So, the elections office wants us to get voter registrations right. They would be happy to come to an event like this on a Saturday outside of business hours and make a presentation and answer all the questions that people have about voter registration. You know, you can register the homeless to vote. It's like, you know, ex-felons that have done their time and paid their restitution.
They actually don't even necessarily need to pay all the fines I looked up on the
Right. Well, there's the hoops you have to jump through, but a lot of people that don't think they can vote can, and we want to get them registered to vote. Our outreach, we're going to have a whole outreach section. Our businesses really did great for us this year. We got a lot of signatures through businesses, and we need to go after more businesses, because that's, I mean, when you click on where to sign, and not only is it close to you, but you realize that you already support that business, that makes an impression on you as a voter. Union locals, we had some spotty response with union locals. I'm a union man. I wanted to do more with organizing the locals, but again, this year it was all about building, and I can't believe how much we built.
Yeah.
And how close we got with what we had. Oh, never mind. We had nothing. I mean, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This was our first meeting sign. We at the library, and we had no media. We had posted it on the website and whatever else that marketing was doing for us. We just said, hey, we're gonna have a meeting, and send that out to Philip and wherever that happened from that. But you know, it was like, hey, do we have any? What do we got with a leaf on it? You know, where's Bonnie's? Look at that. Bonnie and Bonnie Fong, John Madrigal, the U District people, they came up with the iLeaf 1068. And I think that is a freaking awesome thing.
Oh yeah.
God, there was a fight about whether to put a leaf on anything. You know?
I had so many people ask me for that button.
Yeah. Oh God, I gave away more than I could sell. But it's stuff like this. I mean, you know, the media built out, and your kit, your volunteer kit, did you bring that today?
I did.
Okay. I mean, there's just different things. I mean, Tom Butler's got a handful of stuff here.
Yeah.
And
How about
Nancy?
That's built. Yeah. Okay. Are we here to decide what things we're going to definitely do different next time? Number one, are we going to put together a steering committee? And on that steering committee, it's going to be one or two people. Co-people are really good. If you're a co-chair or something, you've got your back covered. Like coach.
Okay.
Here.
Nancy came in this afternoon.
Has that already been taken care of?
Actually, Doug covered a lot of that, and there is video of the entire thing, and we'll be posting it so you can review it.
On the website?
It will be posted on the website, and it'll be on.
So we're going to have somebody in charge of fundraising. We're going to have.
Well, that's part of what this is about. We're covering the decentralization. We're not going to have one head. We're going to have many heads.
There's going to somebody's going to be. We are going to be capable of delegation here.
Yes, absolutely. Delegation and interaction and responsibility and accountability.
Secondly, I'll leave real soon.
Okay.
Couldn't get here at something. Sorry. Well,
No, that's fine, dear.
Too bad. Here's a big question. How are we going to get people to orientation meetings when practically nobody turned up before? And when are we going to realize that's a problem? We get nobody turning up. Literally nobody turning up at the orientation meetings. We've got to figure out how to get people there.
Right. Well,
Or just give
is
them
that a
videos.
suggestion?
Online
Just
videos.
To give you a
YouTube.
short,
Yeah.
immediate answer, we will have volunteers that have marketing experience, like phone banking. Phone banking, I mean, I know it's ancient technology. It might be text banking for all I care about.
Banking a million times.
Okay.